Last time on D, guys battled a bunch of earth elementals, proceeded to help and Bomb Sunday to eliminate some corruption in the temple hit severed puzzles, fought a old man, then killed June's Hulkish brute brother, Bake.
June's?
Or he's not June, sorry. Fawn's, my bad, sorry about that. Killed Fawn's brother.
For a moment, June had another brother.
There's a lot of brothers. He's got like 332. Of course, not all of them are alive.
Like you do.
You proceeded to beat him down in not desperation, in frustration. A very annoying bottle played a critical role. Guys surviving fight with Bake. Now, out and on your way, Tania, find yourselves at a natural pass blocked by a large metal gate. Men in armor atop the ramparts, loading crossbows, ballistas, spellcasters preferring spells, all pointed in the direction of the as you come to a full stop. 60 feet away. At the top of the rampart, well, hear a voice yell out. What is your business here? At the border entrance to Tania. Step out of your transportation. We will fire upon you.
So is there like a giant wall or what? I'm just a little bit confused.
Yeah, sorry. To set the scene, so the way that Magna is set up and where Tania is up on a higher shelf. If you imagine this Magna in itself, the majority of it is on the lower end of like the seabed. So there is a large scale cliff that juts out from the sand and goes up several hundred feet. And up
so
on
it's
top
like
of
cliff, it's like you're going into like the Black Hills or something.
yeah, so it's like the part of Tania in itself is on top of that plateau, on top of that cliff. And the only way to actually get in is through these natural passes that have been blocked by the Tanian government. So right now they stand at the base of the wall of that sheer cliff. One of the entrances, Tania. Right now, they are all atop their ramparts, weapons drawn, ready to act. Any hostility. To them, the Dune Bullet is a new sight compared to the creatures they've dealt with from Desert of Magna.
Part of me thinks that we just heard. Hey, Brigsby.
Can you introduce us?
Say, Brigsby. I've been kind of butchering my own guy's name. You guys would hear this because person's voice is amplified and you can just hear it echoing across the desert. As you're all standing there, I'm getting some stuff. My brain's a little right now. As you guys are kind of standing there listening to the guy talk, Professor Membrane steps up. Like, well, everyone, I'm ready to do some science. Who's got our entry papers? And Brigsby is kind of just standing there, grabbing his collar.
Did you forget the entry papers?
Honestly, I did not think I to get this far. Have a profession. Well, it's actually sent by government. Have been acting on
Told us that before we went to the main gate.
Never trust a skeleton.
I think that we would come up with a solution somewhere. The way?
Well, we had no idea we needed to find a solution because you didn't tell us.
Problem is I have papers to enter.
And you didn't tell us this 100 miles back because...
Because he's a stupid idiot who thought we're mind readers.
Silly.
Well, one of us is.
Right, one of us is.
June kind of
Okay,
looks
well,
at him.
June doesn't want to actively mind read people.
I feel like
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I
He
feel like
does.
I mean, no, I do. I mean, it's kind of half the fun.
Are you actively mind reading me right now?
I don't need
Are
to,
you thinking of
Vutha.
me?
I don't need to, Vutha. You're pretty easy to read. About it.
Okay, what am I thinking right now?
Me.
Either food,
Hell.
death spike, finding your buddy Murik, or left,
Is it strangling? Are you
It's
thinking
him.
of-
or out of the left,
are
or
you
out of the
thinking
left
of
field.
strangling with skeleton?
That too.
I was thinking of papers we need.
Yeah, so I was right. You're thinking about strangling a skeleton.
It's actually a lot harder than you think it is.
So
It's
I
the effort.
don't exactly have for air organ. Luna
It's
kind
not,
of
it's not the result. It's the sensation that we want.
Luna kind of steps up. Guys, we could just tell them what we're doing here. We could be honest with them. They might let us through.
Okay, fine.
Or they might shoot us.
Butha goes out and goes, hey, we came here, we don't have paper. What now?
I think you have to speak a little louder.
Sorry, I was getting a drink.
They're pretty far away.
Okay.
Yeah. So-
We came here, we don't have papers. What now?
And you hear the voice yell from the top of the ramparts. All of you don't have papers?
Believe the skeleton does, but no one else.
Give me a moment, I'll be right down.
Membrane, do you have papers?
I was honestly relying on all of you for that. I assume this was a goodwill mission to Tania, after they asked us to help Brigsby. Kind of turns to him like, for trying to tower over the large skeleton man as best he can. Under 6 foot, and Brigsby is over 6 foot.
Well, we're still technically.
I will totally help Membrane loom over.
So at this point, Luna has kind of come out of the Dune Bullet with Vutha, and as she's leaving, like, you guys are just staring down Brooksby. She kind of grabs him by his arm and kind of pulls him out, as well as she's like, "Be out here too. You need to explain what's going on." And after about a few minutes, older man, mustache, very well trimmed, comes down and has a clipboard with him as well, and he's like, "Okay. Alright, so don't have paper. All of you don't have papers. Am I to understand this?"
Well, skeleton dude does, but everyone else nah.
Alright, and what is your name, sir? Brooksby B. Arrow. Okay, so we do have you exiting Tania roughly about 2 weeks ago, and it was for personal business, you said. Have you completed your personal business? I have, and I have hired these fine folks, the GB mercenary group, as a escort back in. Well, and you file the appropriate forms for entrance for them? I did not realize that I escorted in such a fashion. Well, I can't really. I can let you in and anyone else who has paper that's been approved by the government. You're all more than welcomed. Application, and try again when you've been approved. However, right now at this moment, you, sir, are the only one that I can allow to enter the country. Luna kind of looks towards you, and like, you should tell him what we're gonna be doing here. You know, not the whole like stabby part, but the other reason. Maybe try telling him that.
We're looking for a cure to disease, and potentially you guys can help us with that.
There are a lot of diseases in the world. You're going to have to be more specific.
Membrane?
He's not here. He's still in the dune, but kind of just staring down Brigsby from the window. Is like, I wanted to do science. Want to do science, but I can't because of your ineptitude in paperwork.
Membrane? A little help?
What do you need, Futha? I'm glaring at Brigsby right now. Denying me my science.
With your help, you may be able to get in.
And as you say that, he's like, he moves incredibly fast at the mention of like, ooh, I can make progress here. Get to my science. All right. What can I help you with, Futha?
Tell them about the disease we're trying to cure.
Ah, yes. You... Good sir. My name is Professor Membrane. Professor Cortex Membrane, and I am the lead scientist of Reptitor, the capital of Magna. Have you heard of me? I have quite a reputation. No. The officer says, no, I have not, sorry. So you're going to learn a bit about me today. You can see what I've been doing is working on a cure. I currently haven't made much progress in curing it, but June, can you come here, please? As June kind of follows, and is already there. He's like, "Oh yes, this young lad is currently infected with what I have dubbed the Orange Plague. Probably something similar to boils festering on all over the body, reduced appetite, contagion, and at that mention of it, the officer kind of steps back like 5 steps from June and the party, as mentioning it's infected. Like, but don't worry. I have come up with a pill to suppress the advances that the disease can make over time. Currently, it's in trial form, so I don't know how long it will last, but the boy's been doing well here. Kind of slaps June on the back. That's what you were looking for, Vutha? Sales pitch, right?
Yes and no. But anyway, we want to find a permanent cure, and the resources in Tanya will allow that.
And kind of standing 5 feet away from you guys now, and you want to enter to cure a plague which has been ailing our country. Well, I can give you some information that our country is taking actions against the strain of this. You called it the plague. That for the sake of conversation. Our government is taking action to make sure our citizens are safe. And we do have people working on it. Kinda says that a bit of like uncertainty what government they've been doing a job of ridding towns of it. And you say you're here to cure it.
Yes.
Vutha, go ahead and make a persuasion check. With advantage,
Okay.
since you have quite a few people kind of helping you.
Alright. Nice, double 13, so that is 12.
12? Well, I will let you know that the due process to get into the country if your paper is accepted is roughly about 2 months.
Is there any way to speed that up, as this is a time-sensitive matter, what with the plague?
Well, if I was to do that, I would be putting my job and all my men on the chopping block.
Can I speak to your lead or whatever? Because I feel this has priority.
I was really hoping you just Karen that right there.
My dear, I am the head of this wall. You are
There's
speaking
nothing
to
to
the
do with
person
ethics.
in charge of this gate entrance.
Ah, well,
But, and Luna kind of pipes up, but don't you have, like, some friends or family that are affected by this? And why is that of any business of an outsider? What stake
Fine.
do you have
Let,
in this venture?
let me put it this way then. We have brought you a foremost expert on this plague. Someone who's been studying it for probably longer than it's been known to exist. Why don't you contact somebody who might be maybe someone who's working on the plague? They might be willing to waive the time to let us in.
at the very least, he can meet us at the gate and we can discuss, possible solutions, ways of making things come to fruition.
Speaks like, I mean, you love your country, don't you? Love your friends and family, that share it with you, don't you? Kind of stops a moment. You guys can roll an insight on him if you'd like to.
Okay. Let's see.
Meanwhile,
11.
back in the Dune Bullet,
What is going on with my thing today? Oh shit, that's what's going on. That's why it's not giving me my bonus.
So, what did you guys get for insight?
I
Oh,
got
it's like
11.
because I kept accidentally rolling intimidation, I was rolling shit, but the moment I rolled insight, I got 27.
So, as you kind of look at, like, his posture, it kind of like that moment you realize when he thinks about that, mention of his friends and family in other countries. I can thinks back. Yeah, sorry, just my brain right now just not firing on all cylinders right now. Thinks about what he should do in this situation. He knows what the rules, regulations are, and at the same time, he loves his countrymen, loves his family. Like, you can tell he's thinking about it heavily now. Broad enough forward to him, like, it's a gamble. Right? I'll take it into consideration. Wait here. He leaves for about 10 minutes. And comes back. Well, Mr. Marrow, it appears the paperwork that you had filed was just delayed. Here's I have the entry formed for, what was the name of your mercenary group escorting you? Speak up.
side we got that you.
Was what did you say? It was the DD mercenary company, something. BB. Kind of scrolls it down on. All right. Well, welcome to Tania. It appears the paperwork was just a little bit behind. Kind of winks. And what the my phone is listening to me. What the hell?
All phones listen.
I
to
mean,
you.
it's always listening to
I
you.
know it's always
Oh,
listening.
it's
Even when it's
fair,
off,
never
it's
blinking.
listening.
Sorry, the NSA is always listening to you, using your phone to do it.
So he hands Brooksby the paperwork, and Brooksby shows it all to you. It looks like the paperwork was hastily filled out. It's missing a couple seals of approval. And in place of it, it looks like whatever he could find to improvise for it. It just shows like a gate seal. That's it on it. A couple doors, wax seal. He kind of turns and yeah, so welcome to Tania, and you best of luck. Things have been dire and rough with everything. Revolting against the council. Of monsters spreading disease.
Yeah,
Madness.
I think we'll take care of the later problem first.
But yes, welcome to Tania, the great country.
Yeah.
By the way, rush job, so show that to anyone. There's a, potential chance. A quick glance, you might be fine, but if someone wants to look at it like someone who's this paperwork, not gonna hold up very well. Like, just a moment, and he kind of raises up his arm, and he makes a circular motion of, like, open the gates, and they slowly begin to open up. I'll load back into Bullet and continue along your way. So, the forged documents have a DC investigation of 13 by anybody who inspects them. Get other authorities or etc. You guys can try to improve on that, but you don't have a forgery kit. You can always find somebody to make you a better version.
Alright.
Or just avoid the authorities in general.
Or avoid the authority.
Generally good advice.
So, to give you guys an idea, as you go up the natural ramp, this entrance in Tania, the sky itself, between Magna and Tania, when you would look up into the sky, there's nothing but like an overcast of shadows, or of clouds, over Tania. And when you look at Magna's side, it's like a few clouds in the sky, a few white clouds in the sky, but blue sky for as far as the eye can see. Like almost like someone had drawn a line in the sand. Like the clouds stop here, or it's sunny skies over here.
I'm gonna look at Romero. No place like home.
I mean, it's not always cloudy.
It's always cloudy.
I mean,
Not
there's
always,
different
yeah.
kinds of cloudy,
It's not always this cloudy.
right?
This is a light cloudy. You still get like patches of sun breaking through, but it kind of has the same tone out. As you guys are rolling up the natural ramp, I would like you all to make a perception check for me. And who is currently driving the dune? That's Fawn, right?
Yep.
Said perception, correct?
Perception, yes.
You gotta get advantage on that. 18.
23.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Okay.
Oh, I guess as a side note, upon us having gotten there and the door opening, Ramir would have tried to hide, but not very well because I rolled.
Oh.
He would have been actively avoiding. the
And
authority.
as you guys re-enter the dune, take off. I noticed it for June is kind of looking at the side of the dune bullet like he had just taken Dad's car for a drive and scraped the side of it against a pole, so there's a large like scratch mark all the way across the side of it. He's like, "Ugh, shit," and you can just kind of hear Luna giving him an earful about it. Fawn, you haven't seen this yet, but everybody who is out talking to the people or the guy at the gate, when you walk back in, you just see it. It's all along the left side of the dune.
Yeah, he's gonna pay for that.
You don't know about it yet. You didn't get out. You stayed inside. Unless someone mentions it, like Claire or Luna, which I don't think mention it till
Or Brigsby, or Membrane.
they're a little occupied with other things. Not their
Okay.
concern at the moment. But Claire does see it. It's clear as day, just scraped across the door as well, all along the left side. So back to that perception check. Anybody who got a 14 or above, you notice the body of a humanoid kind of lying in the middle of the road as you are driving up. Now you can go around this body as well if you want to go left or right, or you can just run it over. But you all see a person body lying.
Common.
Face up or face down?
Kind of lying with its back to you.
Can we tell what type of species it is?
You're a bit far away. Mr. Driver, what do you do?
Closer.
You want to drive
I'm
around
gonna
it?
approach it.
Fawn slows down. Is there plenty of
Yeah,
room to
it's
drive?
oh yeah, it's big. The Doom Bullet is large, but this pathway naturally is large enough to where you could go to the left and go to the right and still miss it.
Alright, there's someone in the middle of the road. Shall we investigate? Or none of our business?
I say we investigate.
Alright. Fawn brings it up to about 30 feet away
Okay.
and puts it in park.
So who all of you out are going to investigate the body?
I'll go
I will.
investigate it.
Butha will also tag along.
Fawn will stay with the crew.
Gotcha. So the rest of you, as you exit out, and Luna and June kind of come with you as well.
Swords drawn, looking
I'm
around.
gonna kind of motion for them to those two to stay back a little bit.
They
Fawn is
kind of.
prepping the side cannon thing.
You would have to get out to side of it, and for you to get in the harpoon, you have to the harpoon chair literally kind of extends out to open, and being that it's in the front, you can't really hit it there. Or for like assailants on the side. But you can see everything's that's going on. You can run people over if you.
Okay, I'll just keep an eye out. Get ready to drive if need.
So as you guys kind of get there, to describe this, the person is wearing simple vestments, somewhat nice clothing. They have a light tint to vestment, dark, kind of sort of standard brown pants. Nothing too crazy about this individual, but the one thing you do notice is that instead of skin, they have white fur. There is a pack lying next to them, and as you all begin to approach, they pop up and turn around, and you are now face to face with a white tabaxi that has 2 black circles over their right eye. And he says, "Oh, thank God you guys didn't run me over. Oh, that's awesome. Can I get a ride?"
Several
You're not
questions.
injured.
Oh, no. I'm fine. But
Okay,
thank you.
I'm gonna go back to the thing. Bye.
Thank you for not running me over. Not the best strategy, but you stopped. So, yes, can I get a ride to the next town?
Several questions.
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and ask.
First question. Why?
Well, why what?
Why?
Oh, do you mean like why lie in the middle of the road where people could run me
Why
over?
everything? Why everything?
Oh, well, first off, introductions. Hi, my name is...
You cut off.
Sorry, I had to pull the name.
Oh.
My name is Skip on the Rainbow. Wonderful to meet you all. As you can tell, I'm a tabaxi, and I see you guys have a tabaxi in your party as well. So,
At the
you-
point of him saying his name, Rutha is walking away, but as soon as she hears that name, she laughs uproariously as she's walking away.
I know it's a great name, right? A lot of people. I get that reaction from a lot of people. But just go ahead and call me Skip. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? You miss.
I don't give my name to people I don't trust yet.
And kind of barging in between you guys. My name is Luna. Luna of the Sky. Nice to meet you.
Get back. Just step back.
But they're tabaxi. They.
No, I got it. My swords are still drawn. So
No need to that. No need for that. I mean,
You know, this does stink of an ambush. I'm tempted that we should. I'm thinking that we should take care of the ambush before it tries to take care of us. Don't you think, Romero?
Do I hear anything
there's no ambush
around me.
Go ahead and make a perception check. There's no ambush. I mean, I just would like a ride to the next town. That's it. I can pay you guys. I have money. I can tell you stories of the land. I'm a bard after all. And at the stories, mention of the stories, Luna's like, "Oh, you do? I mean, I would love to hear the stories." And she kind of gets like back in between you and Ramiro.
I'm just gonna put myself in between the two of them.
I got a 22 on my perception check.
There's nothing around but rock. You're almost at the zenith of the ramp. You can see like trees, and you can see like moss kind of growing down the rocks as well on the sides and things like that. But nobody else.
No sounds of like metal or like leather boots or anything like that.
Nope. Nothing.
And what's stopping you from walking to the next town?
Um, I have been walking for so long, and after I came upon the pass here, it's like maybe I can get a ride. I decided to take a shortcut through some of the natural fauna, just walk around, enjoy the sights, and I got a little.
Insight check. I don't trust it. An 18 on my insight check.
Okay.
Can I roll insight too? Because I'm interrogating the guy.
Yeah, you guys can.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
Butha just
I
can't.
roll-
I'll let Fawn do it, but Fawn will do it with. No, he can still see like everything. So Fawn, if he wants to, can too.
21.
Vutha can as well. She's kind of back up top watching just to get you.
Lutha is essentially checking to see if there's any way to lock doors.
On what? Locked doors? Oh no, the Doom bullet. Like you still have membrane, Fawn. No, everything's locked up, or well, whatever you guys locked up, whatever the current status of it was.
Everything secure.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. As you go around
No,
the Doom
it's
bullet.
more that I'm like, if he tries to sneak his way in, I want to make sure this place is secure.
Oh, gotcha. So the only ways in is the back, and the back opens up by someone being on the inside, opening up the just flipping the lever and having the back open up, like
Okay.
a la like
Basically
air,
doing
air
the-
carrier.
Guard the back as sort of bouncer, as it were.
Yeah, and you can do that. Like you can stand in the middle. Like there are the two doors that lead off to the left and right side of the Doom bullet, and you can see both of them from where you're standing. So if anybody gets in, you're gonna see them open the door.
hmm
Okay. So your insights, what were they?
21.
18.
16.
So the only one who kind of, I'm gonna have roll two. He's being honest. Like he got lost. He ended up here. He's like, maybe I can get a ride. For some nice people.
Like, does he seem sketchy or just a total flake?
No, just he seems very genuine. He seems very honest. He's not trying to hide anything.
So he's a flake.
The happy flake.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know.
Yeah, and so the only person who gets like a real good read on him, you guys just like get like a sense of like he's trying to be as honest as he can with you. Claire, like down to your soul and reading with this Pat person's face, you've dealt with deceptive people before, and you can tell like there are twitches and tells when people are lying. And you see no telltale signs of anything like that.
How far is the next town?
Oh, I assume you guys are heading to Dankborough. So Dankborough is how fast can that thing go? I've got no idea. But if let's go horse and buggy.
I'm gonna look at. Where is that? Where we're going?
Dankborough. Yes, Dankborough is the first town, and after that it splits off into we're able to go north,
Well,
south.
yeah, but Ramiro didn't come this way when he left Tania the first time, so I don't know if he would know about that town. Which I took another way, like to avoid the authorities.
Roll me a history check if you would know about the locations.
6.
No, you don't know Dankborough.
Oh, location? Wouldn't that be
Would it be?
Yeah,
Would
I don't
it
know.
be history,
Survival?
guys? Pat. Well,
Say again.
Ramiro,
What are you trying to do?
The geographical layout of the country. What would that be? Like history?
Geographical. That would be.
Well, it depends.
Like math.
Depends on if you.
History. Trying to recall it. Could be straight int.
Isn't history intelligence?
Survival could. It could potentially be survival as well.
Nah, I wouldn't go. Isn't history intelligence?
Yes.
I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna stick with it. So you rolled a 6. You're like, maybe I've heard, like sounds like a name of a town here. I mean, there's quite a few. There's a theme to Tania's name.
What, you think because I come from here, I've been to every city?
Right. I mean, it's a pretty big country. I haven't been everywhere.
I mean, yeah.
Yes,
I mean, I've been around quite a long time, and I haven't hit up all the towns, and honestly, some of them I don't really want to go to. They don't have a happy,
You talk too
sunshiny
much.
atmosphere. I know. A lot of
You
people
talk too
say
much.
that, but
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm gonna turn around and turn Claire up. Dude, should we let him in, or do you not trust him? He seems kind of annoying, but genuine.
Spawn's looking out
I'm
at
sure
him
if
in the
you're-
window.
I'm sure if you're willing to be to sit very close to him, he'd be easy enough to deal with.
That's true. There's like what, 9 of us in there.
Yes.
Well, I think we should let him in.
You-
I want to hear about his stories. I want to hear about this country. He might have some interesting tales to tell. Kind of interjects.
You're just saying that because he's at the back seat. You
Well-
never asked me about my story.
Well, he's already talking about them and saying like he knows all these stories. I mean, Bart's kind of roll around collecting stories. Even June has some as well that he's told me. And yeah, I've told her a few. I mean, like you said, Claire, if he does anything, there's like 9 of us, 1 of him.
Yeah, but I'd also prefer him to not be talking.
But I want to listen to this. I want to hear the stories.
If it's unanimous.
I'm gonna do that thing that dads do when they do something for their children that they don't particularly want to do, but only do it to make them happy. I'm gonna make that noise.
Sigh.
All right,
Sorta.
Skip it was. They said you can hop on. You can join us. And the white tip actually kind of hops up, grabs the pack he kind of had lying next to him, and he's like, "All right, let's go. This is wonderful."
Wait.
So is this a
I'm gonna
free?
hold my hand and ask for his bag. I'm gonna look in that before you come in.
Okay.
I'm good with
Would you like my sword as well?
We might as well do a full body search.
That's true.
All right, I got lutes, I got lyres, I got flutes. Here's one of my flutes. He kind of pulls it out, and he just starts handing you musical instruments. I got a notebook here as well. Here's my rapier as well.
Can I roll like I don't want to. Can I roll like an Arcana check? I don't have Arcana at this character.
It'd be an investigation check to determine whether or not his bag is not containing anything sketchy.
I'm gonna ask June just kind of look everything over, or June and Luna to look everything over just to see if there's anything magical among it.
He's got a couple magical items. Specifically, Juno, like, he'll do his eye thing. He'll burn a level of it, and he's like, sword's magical.
Doesn't he have it as an at-will thing?
It's
Or
kind
did
of
he
an
not take that tradition?
Well, no, he doesn't have that. It's something homebrewed for with his eyes. But he pays a price if he goes that power.
Slight wild magic kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's an Eldritch Invocation for Warlocks as well. To be able
I
to
know,
cast
but he
Identify
has something
at will.
else. This is
Yeah, no, you're good. I was just curious.
okay. So he's got the armor he's wearing. He's like, June's like, okay, the armor, the sword, and then he's got 2 things in his backpack.
Anything super dangerous?
I would have to identify them, and if I do that, you see, June has the identify spell ready.
We just won't let him. We just won't let him have his bag or weapon until he leaves.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
June does have the identify spell. ready and prepared.
Don't let him waste it.
It's a ritual, though. And
Identify as a ritual.
Yes.
identify as a ritual. And,
Always forget that.
And okay, so are we good? Can we get going? It's a little ways. It should be I think maybe like another, like it's 2 to 3 hours by horse and buggy. I don't know how fast that thing goes, but
Way faster than that.
okay, so maybe less, like an hour. I don't know. But it looks amazing. I mean, it's so cool and big. And June kind of gets next to him. He's like, I know, it's like amazing, isn't it? Oh yeah. Back she goes, and they kind of they do the geeking out thing.
Fawn's still sitting in the driver's seat, just looking at everyone.
So am I good? Can I have my stuff back? Are we ready to go? I mean, you can hold on to the sword. I understand, you know, a lot of you can do the stabby thing, you know, pointy end in the bad guy.
We're not letting you have anything until you leave.
Wait, are you taking my stuff? Or
We'll give it
We're
back.
holding it.
okay, yeah. I can get the ride though, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go. And again, is it a free ride, or do I have to pay you guys? And I can
Oh,
pay
you have
you.
to pay us.
Just
How
Okay.
much do you have?
I have. Can I have my bag back for a second?
I'm sure you remember.
Like 300 some gold. I made a bit of money in the last town doing some performances.
Give us half of it, and you're good.
Claire and Luna kind of comes up. Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. The fuel on that thing's expensive.
yeah, but we're going that way anyway.
I mean, we do. She's like, we do have the heart. I mean, we could just empty a barrel in and then just let it fill up the barrel. I mean, we could break something, right?
Yeah. I'm fully aware.
Hey, don't be stingy.
She's just being mean.
No, I'm doing business.
And roll a persuasion check. Just a straight roll.
20 even.
Oh yeah, no, sure, that's fine. I mean, it's not every day you get to ride in whatever that is. I mean, it looks cool, so yeah, sure. You can take 150 gold from Skip. I will reduce it from his.
Jeez, that's
Bag.
a lot of money.
I don't see a reason why you can't put something like that in like a party fund.
All right, cool. So let's go. I mean, this looks like a great ride.
Casually looks at Booth's cash stores. Looks back.
Got a booth.
I'm just gonna walk up to Romero. Just make sure to keep an eye on him.
Oh
And then walk
my.
up to Vuth- And then walk up to Vutha. I'm sorry. He'll be gone soon.
I'm gonna laugh at him for as long as he's here.
All right, so you guys have his stuff. June can do the identify, and let's see. On the trip, so I will say it'll take an hour and a half to get to Dankborough. During that time, Luna and Skip are talking about stories. She's listening stories that Skip has about the country, Tania. She goes over like the first son of Noct. She goes and talks about the hero. He goes and talks about the hero of the North, Sliver Whitemane, how he gathered up the towns of people who were being terrorized by great white dragon known as Everbite the White Burn. And he tells her about, how Slivermane he's a great guy. I mean, I idolize the guy. Like, he brought people together. They even made him king, and even then he's like, no, 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 I don't want to do it. It's for the people. Like, well, you choose somebody you want to rule. It's like, they kind of pushed it, and he's like, okay, I'll do it just because you wanted to. And he became a great man. I mean, his story is not done. I mean, I'm still writing the whole bardic tale and all. It's not finished. And he just kind of tells her like a few other things about some of the witches of like the woods around. A bunch of different stories. Unless anyone else, Luna's the only one that has an interest in that. Unless anyone else wanted to on that, jump ahead.
Yeah, we can jump ahead.
What about the rest of you guys? Fawn's driving, so he's a little preoccupied. What about Ramiro and Claire?
I mean, would I have heard these stories before?
Well, you've already met the first son of Noct. Kind of crashing back at Fawn's house.
Right.
Give me a history check. For Sliver Whitemane.
Eight.
Know the name. The man is currently, like the last you heard, the man is a living legend. Old, but a living legend nonetheless. And he hails to the north, where after this is the only other bit of information you know, is that after he killed Everbite, northern area of Tania has kind of been like a snowy area. Like the body just like emanates winter. So, and up north as well is where a large population of humans live. He's not considered like a king. Whitemane is given rule over that domain, the government, like that. But by far none does not hold as much power as like the council, queen, or Nicholas himself.
Right back.
But a respected.
No, I get it. He's like a marquis. I get it.
I respect the man nonetheless. And Skip seems to idolize him with the way he talks about him. Beyond that, the others are just like smaller local stories you may or may have heard, but nothing that rings a bell with any. So, after time traveling... Oh, and do you want June to do anything with the items?
He identified him, right?
Well, you guys haven't told me if you want to identify them or not. I said he has the spell.
Yeah, anything magic.
Ready. Yeah, I did say the sword, the armor that Skip is wearing, and then there's two like round objects in his bag. He'll pull them out and identify them if you guys want him to. You'll have enough time to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, armor itself is glamour-studded leather. Has a rapier. Rapier side is very kind of standard, but the interesting part is around the guard. It has like tentacle-like features on it. That is a Mind Blade rapier. And then 2 sending stones.
Seems suspicious.
I missed like the last 3 minutes.
Okay, so one of the last
He has
thing-
2 sending stones in his bag.
You have 2 sending stones, a mind blade rapier, and then he's also wearing glamored studded leather. That's all the magical items Skip has on his person.
And this is what June told us, or
Yep, so he allowed him to do the identifying since you guys took his.
he doesn't. We're holding on to his stuff until.
Yeah, you guys get there. But that's what you're able to identify.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, we'll jump ahead to Dankborough. But June identifies those 4 items.
Please tell me that Dankbro has a place called the Cush Inn.
I rolled an 18 on a history check for the name Cush Inn. Of course, I rolled an 18 on that.
It's actually not a bad name for an inn. That's the best part.
No, it's fantastic.
An
'Cause
18.
why would the Cush Inn not be in Dankbro?
There. You do remember correctly, Ramiro. In Dankborough. There is an inn
Yeah,
called the Cushion.
there is one called the Cushion.
They have an extreme anti-marijuana policy.
It's actually a rehab facility.
Right? I might steal those names for one of my games, because that's just funny.
Yeah, it's really good, actually. Did we break him?
No, you did not break.
Best part is that Cush Inn joke wasn't even intentional. I didn't realize it until I said it. I'm like, oh shit.
That works on like 4 different levels.
Right? Now it's just hope that there's like a dude in a hungry dude in a green shirt and a Great Dane in there fucking eating dog food and just smoking so much weed.
Or a tallish, skinny white dude and a shorter, fatter Mexican guy sitting.
Yep. I'm into that one.
Yeah.
All right, so and Pat.
Or just Seth Rogen.
So the 4 items were 2 stones ascending, a mind. What was it?
Mind rapier. Or mind blade rapier. And glamour armor.
Yep.
Okay.
Glamour studded leather, mind blade rapier, 2 sending stones.
Okay.
Seems pretty innocuous.
Does he look, just as we're traveling, I just want to be curious, does he look like somebody who could hold his own in a fight, or does he just kind of look like somebody who's like, I'm using stuff for protection, but like, if fighting actually starts, I'm not going to stick around?
Go ahead, I guess.
That'd be an insight check for
That's
sure.
definitely an
That's
insight,
what I
yeah.
think.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
18. Okay, my passive.
You're not sure on this one. You know little to nothing about this guy, and his happy-go-lucky like attitude and niceness don't really sound like someone who, like a killer, violent type.
I never said that. Does he? I asked, does he look like he could hold his own in a fight? Not if he's a bloodthirsty murderer.
Can Fawn use his ability know your enemy on him?
Ooh.
I still stand by what I said. Like just from what he's showed personality-wise, physically, maybe would definitely not be a strength kind of fighter. That's what you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going for the physical attributes, anyways.
It's like, could this guy kick my ass?
He's a
Maybe.
bard that has a rapier. Maybe.
Probably not any of our asses, but
I would say, Fawn, if you want to use that, you'd have to do it once you're done driving. So we'll say at this point, you guys get to Dankborough. And I would like everybody to roll a perception check for me. As
Is this a perception check based on smell, maybe?
Visual. No, visual.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you...
22.
13.
22.
What are we rolling for again?
Perception check.
Perception? Okay.
As you guys get to the outskirts of Dankborough, and you can see the walls of the town.
Alright. Booth is being especially eagle-eyed and got a 23.
So anybody who arrives here, or anybody who's got a 16 or higher as you guys arrive, notice that there is a unusually large amount of activity on the wall itself, guard-wise. And as you guys get closer, you notice there's a bit of a discrepancy in road size to the dune bullet. As the normal road itself, which would be able to take 2 wagons side by side, so 20 feet wide, cannot accommodate the dune bullet girth itself.
Does it seem to be getting thinner, or has it always been like that?
No, the dune bullet is fucking massive.
No, like the road.
No, the road is same. It's 20 feet wide.
We are not so much. So we're not so much, driving on the road. It's that we are flattening the road.
You're flattening the road, yeah. And it may
hang us, Jesus.
Yeah, it may be a train like image-wise, and how it's described, but it does have wheels. Because it's got very specific wheels for the desert, for the sand.
We're building drainage trenches.
Pretty much, that'd be one way to put it. Getting like that on the sides, yeah, because how large the dune bullet is, you're barely touching the road itself, and you're making exactly what you said, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys...
Which means that we should get paid.
So, as you guys are getting closer, a lot of eyes start turning to you, the guards start gathering. Come on, bud. The guards start gathering around the side of the wall that shows you approaching.
Is there an area that that is available to park in on the side of before we get to the guard post or wall?
Yeah, you could kind of park either there on the left, or you could park off to the road on the right, if you'd like to.
Whichever area seems to be just kind of camping ground, for wagons and whatnot too.
Yeah, we'll say right there. So as you guys park it, about a small group, about 5 guards, kind of comes out towards you. And kind of rap-a-tap-taps on the side of one of the sides of the doors. And you guys just hear the knocking on the metal door. And Skip kind of looks at you like, "Oh, this is wonderful. We're here. Thank you for the ride. It's been a most wonderful pleasure hanging with you all. If you would like to see me, I will be performing at the local bar inn tonight, or whichever establishment they have here. And I would love my stuff back. I'm most appreciative. complied with your requests.
We'll give him his. We're gonna once he steps out of it, we will probably give him his stuff back. I imagine.
Tap, 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 tap on the metal door.
Fawn goes and opens it up.
How you doing, sir?
Well, yourself?
We're doing, alright. You're kind of looks to the side, to the right, and then to the left, like looking at the fucking size of the thing. Your vehicle, sir. I have kind of guessed that you can't enter the city. So, are you going to be parked here? He's like trying to figure out how to put this. He's never seen something like this before. How long are you folks going to be here?
Probably not very long.
Okay,
Potentially a day or two.
Alright, so, just don't, cause any, trouble here. You pulled off to the side, it's fine off the road, there shouldn't be no problem with that, just, yeah, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what to tell you, considering I've never seen whatever this is. Just, we'll say, just don't cause any trouble, okay?
Oh, we'll be sure not to. Would be very easy to find.
Yeah, you folks kind of stick out like a sore thumb compared to all the carts and people around here. Okay, so carry on, I guess. Have a good day. They walk away. He's like, fucking Christ, diamonds, city. Like, Kevin, shut the hell up. It's not paid enough to deal with whatever that is. We have other issues we gotta deal with. So, Skip's like, alright, I am out. Can I please have my stuff back?
I'll give him his stuff back.
Thank you. And if you all, Luna, Ms. Luna, if you would like to see me perform, I'll be performing at probably the local bar. I hear the locals tip very well. Here. Well, toodles, everyone. I would love to see you again. I have business in town to tend to. Well, this is very happy individual.
Maybe a little too happy.
I thought you get Romero. I thought you said this place was Dankin's.
I mean, right, that's why he was weird.
Alright, who's ready for some science? As Membrane starts climbing down to the back of the storage area of the Dune Bullet. Alright, this one. And then he pulls the lever, and down goes the back of the Dune Bullet. And you just all hear a clank and tsh as it hits the ground. Gather around, everyone! Gather around, everyone! I have something wonderful to show you! And Vutha, I've been taking your advice. I've made sure to communicate properly to the people what it is I am doing.
Okay then.
So gather around, everyone. I would like to introduce my wonderful new creation. I've made quite a many of them. And as he pulls the lever, all these black orbs like fall out and spill down the runway of the back of the Dune Bullet down into the grass. And he kind of touches a couple buttons on the side, and the balls begin to shake. You see 4 spider-like legs pop out on each side of the orb. 8 legs in total. And you see like little, like one large like robotic eye in the front kind of blink, and they're all like popping up like together, and you just see them like popping and clambering over each other. And then the unsettling part, you see these like mandibles pop out for like holding and grabbing, and you see this large like syringe like needle pop out. Like, wonderful, wonderful. Now, my little BCUs, go and collect blood for Daddy. We have data we need to collect. Wonderful acronym, BCU, blood collection units. Simplistic and perfect. And you start seeing these things just like kind of mechanically skitter around over each other and start climbing up the walls. And after a few seconds, I would like you all to roll a perception check for me.
Wait, so he just let them loose?
Yeah, you let them loose.
No, I'm not letting that happen.
No, they're already going. There's 100 plus of them. Hundreds of them.
Membrane, no.
Like, they're just going.
19.
Call him back.
I would... Oh, perception check, guys.
19 for Butha.
23.
7. Fawn's more interested, or kind of concerned and trying to get Membrane to call them.
Yeah, June kind of goes, Membrane, what have you done? And everybody who rolled, you've all rolled actually well enough to hear this, except Mr. 7 over here. You start to hear the crashing of windows and the screams of residents, and you hear one guy yell, "Oh my god, it's on my arm, it's sucking my blood! Ah!" Wait, yes. The message they're supposed to play. He pushes another button on the side of the crate. Hello, dear citizen. My name is Professor Cortex Membrane. You have been selected for a hold on. You've been selected to be part of my blood sample study for the Orange Plague. Please do not struggle. My BC unit will be collecting part of your blood. I understand you might be scared, but do not worry. They will not harm you. It'll be just a little numb your arm or wherever they tend to stab you. The place is not exactly predetermined. Certain bugs and all that and time slots were not permitted for testing. But do not worry. They will not suck out all your blood. You will be perfectly fine.
I'm going to pull in
just
the party in general.
Kind of just...
Hold on. I'm going to pull in the party in general as this whole message is playing.
Yeah, you just hear that message repeated too.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm just gonna say, if he gets arrested, we aren't helping him.
Oh yeah, no, he's totally on his own for that.
Yeah.
We'll pick him up later.
Yeah, I agree.
If nothing else, I can bail him out.
June...
No, he needs to learn.
June actually, like, at this point decides to take off running, hearing all the crashing. He's like, guys, I'm gonna go, do damage control. You guys stay here and deal with whatever comes. Like, oh my god, one just jumped in the window. Like, okay, mending. So June, for this sake, has, decided to play the, PR man and try and salvage whatever.
Booth is just like, well, that's fucked, and decides to seek out the nearest bar.
Okay. That's Vutha. That's where she's going. What about the rest of you?
I mean, we should stick together.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Well, the bar?
Might as well.
So as you guys are like walking in, like the guards on top of the wall, like, you see like the stabbing motions slash him open. One guy has one stuck on his face, and it's like absolute chaos and pandemonium.
Fawn has put on a robe or a cloak, so he doesn't stick out as much as he would.
As you guys are walking away, Brooksby kind of stands there and like, what should I do?
Will
What
you
do
stick
you
out in
want
a
to do?
situation?
Oh, Fawn go first, and then Claire. You guys kind of left each other.
I'll be right back.
Fawn, go ahead. What did you say?
Do you stick out in normal situations in this country?
No, I am actually on a bit of the scale here.
Want to go to the bar?
Shouldn't someone remain with Mr. Membrane and our ride?
Is Membrane out of the vehicle?
He's like kind of in the back cargo area. He's like waiting for the DCU to come back. He's like kid in a candy store. He's like, data. It's the data that I can collect here. Push my research forward.
Yeah, you should probably make sure he doesn't get. Oh, I think you got it. This is for not having the papers.
That is quite fair, honestly. I will do my best. Alright, so as you guys decide to head out into town, Luna will, of course, follow along as well. I would like you guys to make a investigation check with disadvantage, as people are kind of running and screaming from these little mechanical monstrosities.
With advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage, as it's
Well,
absolute
I rolled straight anyways, so
absolute pandemonium right now.
13.
17.
Bam.
7.
Rolled an 18 and a 13.
Mira, you just kind of like you see a guy running from like one of these things, and you kind of just like punt it away from him and grab the guy, and you're like face to face to him right now, kind of holding him.
Okay. We're looking for. Where's?
You cut out after where's.
Where's the bar? Where can we get a something to drink? My brain's not working.
That's okay. You want the blood tap bar? The blood tap bar. Like, go that way. Like, go down 2 blocks, take a right, and then 1 more block down and take a left. I was like, guy, you let me go. These things are all over the goddamn place.
They're not gonna kill you.
They're fucking terrifying, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely. But they're not gonna hurt you. I think.
I've already been stabbed by 3. Whatever that message is blaring, it's like, it'll take my blood. Yeah, one does, but the others don't realize it.
That is helpful feedback. Thank you.
And more screaming and pandemonium. Make a perception check for me, guys.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
The first one was an investigation check.
Yeah, this is just to see if you notice something.
Oh, first one was investigate. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I heard perception, but okay.
Yeah, perception as you're walking with the directions, Ramiro.
17.
8.
19.
Shell here?
Didn't she say she'd be right back?
Yeah, but I've got her sheet. I've got her sheet over here. Yeah, she may notice. So, for everybody who got, there's 2 DCs here. A 10 and above, you notice 2 large statues in the center of town holding up a black orb. As you walk around it, you notice one is a statue of white marble of a hooded woman, and then on the opposite side, another woman in black robes, dark as night, an onyx stone, holding up the black orb, center town, and it kind of just you hear like a slight hum from the orb itself. And for those that got a 16 and above, notice a battalion of soldiers following behind 3 individuals. The one leading the front, the man dressed in high-end clothing, with gold trim, extravagant buttons, black lace on the outside, embroidered. He has his hair rolling back off of his head. It's white and powdery. His skin itself is of like a white, grayish, ashy color. And the whites of his eyes, instead of being white, are black, and his pupils and iris are just red. Following behind him, there is, standing 5'5", an individual wearing wearing a maid outfit. No skin is showing from other sections of like the hands, like they are completely covered, besides the maid outfit and bandages. And atop their face is a mask showing 2 expressions, one of pain and the other half of ecstasy.
Like half and half through the middle?
Half and half, like how some happy and sad masks are for theater. But
Yeah.
One is pain, one is ecstasy. The other one is a tall male, about 6'2", wearing a butler outfit, again wrapped in full bandage. None of his face is showing, or skin, or hair. And he wears the same mask as the maid. And the direction they are heading towards is to the southeast side of Dankborough.
Are they coming towards us or just going towards the commotion?
They're going towards all the commotion. They're going towards the doom. You guys are going around like the statue, or on the right here, and you're kind of circling around it, and then they're kind of going down that main road as well.
Statues in the middle?
So like you guys are kind of passing each other like you would, like one of you guys are going to the right of statue, they're going to the left. You guys are going like north, kind of like north, northwest, and then they're going south by southeast.
Did I miss anything?
A little bit. But it depends if you guys do
Screaming
anything.
people and
Yep.
blood-sucking
Yeah,
robot
I
monsters.
got that part. Have we reached the bar yet?
You did see one thing with the statue in the center of town is of 2 cloaked figures. One is white marble and one is black onyx stone. They both hold up together a black orb. Then you see a battalion of soldiers led by a basically very posh vampire-esque style individual, white skin, black eyes, red irises, and then a butler and a maid following behind him, all wrapped up in bandages, with a mask that has half pain and half ecstasy on each of their faces. That's
Okay.
How many of them are there, roughly?
In the battalion? Or just
yeah,
them
but
all?
just like in general, how many people are walking that direction?
Maybe a battalion is too.
Yes, battalion is way too big.
Sorry, I don't know my. What's about 10 to 20, Lynn?
It's like a squad.
Yeah, so like two squads of what looks to be town guard. Sorry, battalion is. Yeah, so two squads, so about 10 to 20 people, rolling
So
with.
like a platoon. Got it.
Yeah. I could have just also said about 10 to 20 people.
It's okay.
You wanted to sound like you knew the fuck you were talking about.
It's
Don't
okay.
worry.
A little bit. Like I wanted to
Don't
give like
worry.
size, but
All
that's
GMs
way
are like
too many people. That's way too many people.
So, for reference, 2 teams make up a squad. 2 to 4 squads make up a platoon. 4 platoons make up, and like 5 companies make up a battalion.
That's I overshot. That might be as many guards that are in this town. That's probably a good estimate. There's like a battalion in this. But yeah, two squads rolling with this like posh, very high fashion style vampire individual. Do you guys keep going towards the bar? Say fuck all this bullshit?
Yep.
I don't think we'll be able to.
Should we be concerned?
Probably.
Booth is just like, fuck it.
Vutha says fuck it. Vutha's going for the bar. Everybody going to the bar?
I don't know.
We might as well at least tell the person in charge, or looks like they're in charge, that
I
the
want
Doom
nothing to
Bullet,
do with this. Butha is still on the
Didn't
bar.
we already talk to the guard?
that the
Like,
Doom Bullet has nothing to do with it. That their issues should be with the fucking scientist.
right, but I don't want them to take our ride.
No, can't they even drive it?
The one that literally name dropped himself in his evil mechanical device. He's dug his own grave.
What happens to him? I don't care what happens to him. I care about what happens to the Doom Bullet.
Yeah, if they go out to the Dune Bullet, they might confiscate everything.
We'll meet you. We'll meet you at the bar, Rutha.
You take care of the political shit. I'm just gonna get you some nice drinks.
We'll
Okay.
do
Thank
some
you.
damage control.
All right,
And
it's
Ramiro will dad sigh again.
all right. Damage control. It is. You guys run up to the battalion, or say not battalion. The group of people. Squadron.
Who looks like they're in charge?
The guy in front, the very like well dressed individual, who has been preceded by the two, the maid and the butler, and then it's the soldiers.
I'll approach the guy in front. Excuse me, sir.
If you'll excuse me, we have a bit of trouble we need to deal with.
Yes, we know. Just a moment of your time. Just one moment.
Now you need to then walk and
We'll
talk
walk with
then
you.
with us.
We walk and
Listen.
talk.
Okay, listen. The vehicle, the person doing this came with us. We have nothing to do with this ourselves. To preface, However-
Halt! What are you speaking of?
all of this, the person doing this came with us, but we have nothing to do with this whole situation.
Then you are bloodletters.
No. we
Men
are
surround them.
not. No, we are
These
not
criminals are stealing the blood of
No.
our people. And the guards
Sir?
begin to surround you.
Sir, we aren't stealing the blood.
You have just admitted
Sir, let me
to a
speak.
criminal act.
Sir, let me speak. Are you going to let me
feel like
speak,
you
sir?
failed.
Sir, are you going to let me speak?
Put
Are you gonna let me sleep? Are you gonna let me speak?
You can speak when you are in
No,
cuffs and down
I'm
on
speaking.
the ground.
I'm speaking right now. I
Soldiers
don't
are
care.
going to start cuffing you guys.
They can fucking try.
No, we are not.
I put my hand up on my to my greatsword.
I'm gonna pull out my dawn
We
blade and
we
ignite.
are going to make this extremely easy on you. You will hear us out before anything else.
Meanwhile,
Trust
Why
me.
should I hear from a peasant?
First of all, we're not peasants. Second of all,
You're right. You are criminals. You just admitted to being
not mutually
part of
exclusive.
whatever's going on here.
We are not
We
part of
actually
it.
did the opposite.
Yeah, we are literally telling you. I'm about to tell you who's responsible, and yet you want to arrest us.
You said you came with whoever is doing this, and by that
Yeah,
you
but that
are an
so
associate.
so you'd arrest so you'd arrest the noble who just so happened to arrive in town as on the same card as a necromancer.
I have not received any notification of nobility coming here.
That was a hypothetical question. God, how did you get your rank? You are completely incompetent.
And you
No.
all are below beings such as myself. As he kind of like, you can see when he talks, like you can see the fangs
Let me
in
put
his
it
mouth.
this way. First of all, that's not impressive. Second of all, I'm actually helping you. And if you'd hear me out, maybe you'd understand.
You have but a moment. Speak.
The one doing this is named Membrane. He is an absolute incompetent fool, but he's trying to cure the Orange Plague. Punish him, not us. Leave our vehicle out of this.
I cannot make any guarantee if this individual, as you say, is the culprit behind this chaos.
He has to defend his own actions at this point. I'm not going to speak on his behalf. I don't agree with what he's doing. Trust me, in any other situation, I'd be with you. But we need our vehicle.
This will be investigated, and if my men find any reason to hold this membrane and your vehicle, we will do so.
You know what? Fine. You can take the vehicle if you think it'll work. Too bad you don't know how to drive it. And trust me, no number of horses can pull that thing.
We will get to the bottom of this. My name isn't Count Dankula.
Not even gonna go there. Either way, I recommend making all these guards go away, get away from us. It'll make your life so much easier.
We will deal with you at a later date. Right now, we are going to follow these little monstrosities to their source. And he holds up one of the mechanical spiders. By the way, the size of the mechanical spiders is about like fist size, like large softball size.
You should also point out that those things aren't killing anyone. So
They are causing a panic in my town.
oh no, punish Membrane for that. Don't get me wrong. I 100% I will testify against him. But they're not killing anyone.
Is that all human?
I mean, unless any of you want to say something.
That's pretty much it.
Good.
I think once he does all the tests, he can have all the blood if you want it.
Yeah. Let Membrane deal with his own issues.
Well, be gone. We have things to take care of. Men? No, these peasants. We have more important things to deal with.
Have a nice day. The bar?
And him, the maid and butler and soldiers follow behind him, following the tens of hundreds of little BCU units, like heading towards the south side of town. Little clink and clanks, their little metal feet kind of on the stone ground.
I'm thinking he's like 200, 300.
Who knows?
Young kids.
So do you want to go watch this, or do we want to go meet up with Vutha?
I mean, do you trust a vampire? I don't.
I don't trust anybody in this country, if I'm going to be honest with you. No offense.
It's probably why.
Honestly, at this point, whatever you guys want to do, I'll go with.
Should we loom over the Doom Bullet, make sure that Brigsby can handle it?
Is that what you guys want to do?
Remember, you're not giving much faith in your kingsmen.
Yeah, I don't have much faith in them. I mean, he lied to us to get here. He's incompetent too.
I'm more worried about the Doom Bullet. Besides, we have bigger things to worry about, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let's go check on the Doom Bullet.
Meanwhile, with Vutha.
Yeah, let's go to Vutha right now. Vutha,
Yeah.
the bar that you come to in, like, flashing neon lights, but of course magic, you come to a kind of, not sorrowful bar, it has more of a dark atmosphere to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the bar itself, the name of the bar is called the Blood Tap Bar. As you enter in, the atmosphere inside does not match the atmosphere outside. It is a very jovial and very lively bar on the inside with many, many characters abound.
Outside, abject chaos. Inside, pleasantness. I'm good.
You notice a very familiar white tabaxi kind of getting set up for a performance on stage. It is, of course, Skip.
I walk straight to the bar and I say, "What's your most expensive drink?"
Well, hello. You're new in town, by the looks of it.
Yes, and I'm looking to drown the sorrows of the chaos outside.
Not many lizard folk come around here. Name's Stuart Smith. To the Blood Tap
Nice to
Bar.
meet you.
So I'm assuming the most expensive drink is blood from one of our donors.
Nah, I want non-blood, preferably.
Gotcha. Non-blood. So how about, how strong do you want it? Do you want expensive, but do you want to enjoy it, or do you want to basically kill your liver?
I want to enjoy it.
Let's see, how about, some ghoul drool?
Sounds interesting. And there may be a group of others coming in, so I may be paying for an extra round for them when they come in.
Cool. Like, the ghoul drool, that'll be a gold. Not a gold. That'll be, 2 silver.
Sounds good. And I drop down 2 silver.
Like, just grab a seat at the bar if you want, if you're a solo for now. Kind of busy right now. Oh, and by the way, the time of the day is like late afternoon, early evening, so things are starting to kind of like pick up in activity. So as you're kind of sitting there, hey, what do you want to? Do you want to take a look around the bar? Do you just kind of want to wait for your group to show up?
Taking a look around the bar, seeing if there's any other interesting characters other than the tabaxi.
Go and roll me a perception check.
Perception. 12.
Inside here, you see like a like mix of people. You see a lot of alive humanoids. You see a couple skeletons kind of at a table chatting. They're wearing kind of normal civilian clothes, like farmers or something like that. A mix of humans, dwarves, a sprinkling of elves. But you notice, like, for the other half, there's, like, a large company of people who have pale skin, varying from pure white to ashy gray. And some of them look like just normal human until you, like, make eye contact with them and you notice the whites of their eyes are black and then their pupils and iris are red. And you can see some of them, you can see, like, and the ones out of those, you see, get a mix of, like, normal civilian clothes, but then you see, like, a group of 6, which are all sitting at a table together, talking with each other. One very large individual with orange hair, pale skin. All of them next to him, one looks like a very quiet and shy individual, female. Think like she has her head in a book. Think like Raven's haircut, Teen Titans, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Another one looks high and prissy, like snobby, above, like I'm above the rest. He's just kind of sitting there, enjoying a very elegant glass, and he swirls it around, and you can kind of see the blood on the inside of it kind of sift. One that looks like kind of a hard ass, just kind of sitting there, buzz cut, not like Guile style, but more like straight military. Nothing on the sides and just a little bit on top. Another one looks to be like chatting with like another table and kind of just like grabbing onto the arm of another person. She has like pigtails in her hair and like she has a very fluffy, like touchy, intimate personality. Kind of get just watching her for a few seconds. And then there's like just another guy who's seems to be like, I'm just kind of here. But they all wear like a military outfits, like not like active duty, but more like they all have base of the outfit is like black. It has 2 red lines going across the chest, and then 1 red line going down the left breast, and you see a emblem on it, the insignia.
Once I've got my drink, I'm gonna walk over to them with my playing cards.
Cool. Which one do you address? The really big guy, the brutish type, the hard ass looking, the one who's getting very touchy and intimate with the other table, brainy looking one, the shy girl reading the book, or the stuck up asshole?
The big guy. And I say, hey, wanna play a game of cards? I got a nice pot of gold here to anyone who beats me.
Oh, hey! Hey there, little lizard girl. How about an arm wrestling match?
It's a game of cards and nothing.
I'm not much for cards. Boss says, shouldn't, but... Oh, Denog, you idiot. Why don't you just play? You're going to lose it anyway. You're either going to lose it to me, or you're going to lose it to Fabian. Says the, very highbrow... And he has pure white hair tied back into a ponytail, and he's just the one kind of swishing his glass like it's a high glass of brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not nice, Richard. I've won a couple. That's because we've let you win, Nog. Fabian said we should let you win once in a while to be nice. Well, I mean, oh, come now, Richard. We can play a round or two. We might take her for all she's worth. Or she might take us for all we're worth. Alright, little lizard girl. Play a couple of rounds with you. What's the bet?
Right. Starting bet, 100 gold.
Well, what do you think, Fabian? Can your poor peasant ass play with such high stakes? Haha, real funny, Richard, you dick. I can play it just fine. You know what? Make you a personal bet, Fabian. You can win the first round. I'll buy your drinks for the rest of the night. Oh, you're on, dick. Alright, so you're gonna play a game of cards, right?
Yes.
This is what we're gonna do. We are going to... I'm gonna have to write this down, too. Get a Word document up. It's, if I remember this correctly, you roll 5d6.
Okay.
And you take... You can keep all 5, or you can re-roll 3 of them, max.
Okay.
They can do the same. So it's going to be like poker, to where there's the first initial roll, and then there's an additional betting if there is there's additional betting. Yep, 5d6. So there's additional betting if there's going to be. I actually have to use physical dice for this.
Yep.
And so what you're going to do after the first round for the first initial dice, you're then going to re-roll up to 3 max, and the goal is to get the highest number in the end.
Alright. Highest number wins.
You guys realize Vutha is going to be the one that has all the money, right?
I don't care.
And roll.
Vutha is still more trustworthy than some other people I've played with when it comes to money.
And I'm gonna re-roll 2 of them.
Alright, so don't roll those yet. We have to do the initial second bets if we want to.
Yep.
Now, I would say there wouldn't be additional betting at this point. I'd say the first one roll is good enough. That's what the second game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll for Richard first.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for Fabian. Alright, and then Richard is going to re-roll 1. He'll take 1 card.
Okay.
Wait, that wasn't his. Okay. And then Fabian will be like, I'll take 3. I'll take 3 cards. And so I think this is what would be appropriate since you guys have your new sets of cards. Sense. Well, why don't we make this a little interesting? I would say an additional 25 gold. The pot to stay in. Oh. Alright. Alright, Big Dick Richard thinks he's got something nice. Alright. I'll throw it in. So the whole pot in total is 375 gold.
Alright.
Alright, so my dear Vutha, you started it. Go ahead and lay out your cards.
I have a 5, a 6, 2 3s, and a 1.
Total, what is that?
So that is a total of 18.
Well, Fabian, what did you get? Well, okay. I got pretty good. I got, let's see, 10, 21. Ha! You did better than that, little dick. No. Yes, I can. 10, 21, 23. Looks like I win, Pot. And Fabian, you're buying me drinks tonight. Peasants should stay in their circle alone.
Sure you don't want to do another round? I'm
No.
good for it.
I'll play another round. I'll play one more. Just to prove that everyone has their place. In this case, everyone's place is, well, my boot. Fabian, you're going to get in another one. Fuck no. A month's wage for me. Screw that. Alright, little wizard. One more game.
Alright. Is the pot still at 100 or we're upping it this time?
Well, I got additional 375 now. What do you say? You seem like a big gambler. Make it 400 for the initial starting pot.
How about 350?
Right. Since you asked us to play, go ahead and roll.
Okay, and I will re-roll 3 of them.
Are you sure you would like to stay in? You can forfeit now and forgo the embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm just having fun, really.
Alright, it's your empty pocket, not mine. I'll take one. Well, little lizard, what did you get?
I got a total of 17 that time.
Oh. Oh, you've beaten me. Oh no.
Really?
My 6, 6, 6, 5 and a 2. My 25 is just too weak.
You know, you can do it to me. You can just tell me you won. I won't take it. I will take it in stride.
Don't worry about Dick. He's always been an asshole. Mr. High and Mighty Vampire Noble Family. Thank you for the money, dear. I will spend it just wonderfully.
There's no skin off my back. I was having fun.
So the other guy, the kind of just quote-unquote normal one of the... Name's Fabian. Kind of like, if June was a vampire, that's the kind of feel you get. Name's Fabian. What's yours?
Luther.
Oh, I guess I owe that son of a bitch some drinks for tonight. So what brings you here to Dankboro? Not a lot of lizard folk coming through here. Actually, not a lot at all.
You ever seen one before?
Ah, we've seen the salamander slime bloods.
Hmm.
I mean, at least
So
that's
no
what
others, then.
that's what the guards say. They say there's also like one other like really big guy with them too.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm here for a bit of a reunion. Not sure if it'll play out though.
Really, reunion. Did you meet out here in the boonies?
Well, someone who's hiding.
Oh. There definitely isn't a place if they're like someone who's hiding. Rumor has it from the other guards, like, we got into town the other day and just kind of checking what's going on. Apparently, some of the slime bloods are coming in and kidnapping people. Thus, I guess you guys saw it. All the guards on the wall.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They're like on high alert.
Are they just taking any lizard folk, or is it only, can they tell a difference?
Oh, no. Like, the slime bloods are savages. Like, they're coming in and stealing people. They're not taking they're killing vampire citizens and others, like, it points over to the two skeletons, like, they're killing, like, our kind, the undead kind. Sentient undead. And they're taking the humans. They're, like, kidnapping the humans.
Ugh, that's nasty. Do you know where their hideout is, or are they just too good to be tracked?
Like, they just, once you get to the swamps, they just disappear. They, like, dive into the water, and it's just almost impossible to track. If they're on land, you got a chance. But they've got these crazy giant lizard mounts that are hard to keep up with on foot.
Ah, I have one of those. Yeah. When they're enraged, those things are deadly.
you know, the guards, they tell me this, though, that there's just, like the slime bloods are, like, giant salamander people, but this other one's, like, kind of like you. He's, like, big. I think he's, like, blue or something, like black or blue. Like, Dog, what color was he? Big. Scaly like her. Looked a little bit like her.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of like the sound of him. He's got, like, 2 skulls for, like, shoulder pads. It's kind of badass.
Did anyone catch the color of his crest?
Fabian? I don't know. Like, what color are you looking for?
Was it orange?
Fabian? I think it was orange.
Where were they seen last?
As I said, like, they've been trying to raid the town. They kind of slip in. Damn things can climb fucking walls. And then they net people, and then they take them back. Stick around here long enough, trust me. You'll probably see another raid. They're getting bolder and bolder, and that big guy... Scary, man. Scary guy. Get him rip a vampire guard in half. Ugh, poor bastard. Turned to dust right there and then.
Thank you for your information. I will definitely steer clear of them. Thank you for the game of cards, and I hastily leave the bar.
No problem. She's gone, I guess. Well, Fabian, are you going to buy me another drink? I think I'd like to try the male donut this time. Yeah, he's got a, interesting diet. And it kind of goes on for them. Back at the Dune Bullet. You there in the lab coat! What is going on? Oh, I'm doing science for the betterment of mankind. As you all, well, the 3 of you arrive back at the Dune Bullet.
Can I just say that June would have probably... Oh, June's not with us. Shit, because he would have prestidigitated popcorn.
Yeah, June's not with you guys. Yeah, he's kind of doing damage control
well.
still.
June's just like, and mending. Please don't die.
Pretty much. And you see like a bunch of the baseball-sized spiders like hopping back into the crate that they came out of. And yeah, I mean the scene's your guys. As you guys arrive and you hear those exact lines. Are you some bloodletter? Is this some scheme those criminals came up with to steal blood from my citizens? I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. I'm just here for science and to cure the orange plague. What you're doing is a crime. You're unwillingly stealing blood from people of this town. Men! Apprehend him! And you see a bunch of the soldiers kind of go up and apprehend Membrane. No, but for science and the data! The data! We will get to the bottom of this. And start smashing those little monstrosities. And you see, like, the units that have the BCU units that have arrived are just kind of sitting there stationary while they wait in line to hop back in the container in, like, an orderly fashion. And the soldiers just start going and stabbing them. And Membrane's like, no! No, what are you doing? All the data! No, don't destroy my babies. You're hurting science. Indy is taken away.
So where's Barbarian?
Where's who? Brigsby?
Barbar.
Brigsby!
He's not here at the moment. You can go inside the dune bolt and check for him.
I head inside the dune bullet to find him.
Like, he's kind of sitting there, kind of reading his little black book. Like, Bond, what is going on outside? There seems to be a bit of yelling. I just kind of assumed it was Membrane being loud about science once again.
Yeah, and he got arrested. Good job. You did a great job talking.
I just assumed this was normal for him. Let's go out and...
Well,
and
yeah,
we
he does
can-
normally get arrested.
Let's go outside and see. Take care of this in a diplomatic light. As you guys like exit out of the back of the duplet, Brooksby and Count Dankula, their eyes meet, and together they both simultaneously say, "It's you. It's you! What are you doing in my town, you backstabber?" What are you talking about? What you did to yourself is on your head. You've always had it out for me, you sack of bones. You were always her favorite. That is because I did my job properly. Well, she's not here to protect you now. Men, arrest that sack of bones. He is a conspirator with the other one. The guards kind of look at each other like, okay. And they cuff Brigsby. I want this entire thing locked down and searched. Bring a full report to me tomorrow on the contents of this, whatever it is. And he kind of...
Fonz hits the switch to close the back end.
You there, get out of it. Interfere and it will be considered an obstruction of justice.
Fun gets out the side door.
A lot of the soldiers, like, kind of like they start going in the doors on the side. They open up the back again, like messing with like they open it up, and some of them are messing with some of the side uh buttons and levers. Like some of them are opening up the harpoon turrets. Others are like.
Well, I locked it down.
You locked it down?
Yeah, I literally closed the back end, hopped out, and locked.
Oh, okay. So they're like, we need to get inside there. Like,
Why?
those are our orders.
May I ask why?
Because your friend was stealing blood, and that is illegal.
And you apprehended him.
And we need to get inside. This is considered a crime scene. And you are locking it. And it will be considered an obstruction of justice. We cannot get inside, and we will be forced to arrest you too.
Well, why arresting Brigsby then?
Why are we arresting the skeleton? Count said to do it, so I'm not gonna argue. And he pays me. They're arresting the skeleton on orders.
Well, once I get an explanation on why you're arresting the skeleton, then I'll let you enter here to continue your investigation. But as you've already crushed all the robots that are out here, I think there's still a few out here that are trying to steal things. Once the investigation needs it, I'll gather the other robots and give them.
But we need to get in now. You can go talk to the Count if you'd like about this.
Sure, I'll speak with the Count, but until those answers are answered, the vehicle will stay shut.
These guards are the embodiment of, I'm just here 9 to 5, buddy.
Oh, we need to get in there. We need to do our job, so it's either you give us the key to get in, or you're under arrest for obstructing guard. You can either comply with this, or well, you're gonna join your two buddies.
So you're just investigating the robots, correct?
We're investigating your whatever this is for any bloodletter activity.
Bloodletter.
Yeah, bloodletter. You know, the guys who steal blood illegally, down to the last drop, black market stuff, you know.
Well, that's the first I heard of this.
You're not from around here, are you? Bloodletters are
No.
The bloodletters are well known. They kidnap humans. They drain them of every last drop of blood. It's that last drop of blood which is old school way of vampires, you know, draining someone's that last drop of blood, the taste of death, something like that. You know, there's a black
ineffective.
Yeah, you're basically killing, you know, guys like me, and, you know, Carl here can't get a drink. It was the old way of doing things. Not very effective.
Yeah, it's like butchering a milk cow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure, you'll have food, but you won't have anything to drink.
And just basically, you know, yeah, wasteful resource. That's why, you know, the current government has it set up, you know, coexist. Better. But
Oh well, knowing that,
yeah, but trust me,
fun unlocked.
a lot of people don't like. There's still people that don't like it. They're like the old ways. It's unnatural. They're fucking, like me, like guys like me and you. Like we're the food. He says like no offense. I mean Carl. I mean like none taken. I go with the Council of the Grey Shepherds. Makes more sense. Okay, so can you unlock it for him?
Yeah, I'm unlocking the door, and I go in and I lower the. Can you tell us more about? Well, you guys are doing this. More about what's going on in these old school bloodletter.
I mean, you're cooperating, so yeah, sure. Already told you. There's a black market for I guess what they've dubbed the drop of death. It's their term for it. It's like that last drop of life from a human sucked dry. Apparently, it's like ecstasy or something like that for them. It's a high that they can't get from just like, oh, the donors, like, the donors will like willingly give you their blood. Want to find out about the donors? Go to the local bar.
You know, we were gonna go there, but now we have more reason to go to.
Well, we got to do our work. Trust me, you'll get plenty of information out of anybody. It's common knowledge.
Oh yeah, I just have to make sure you don't do anything bad.
Buddy, I start in the morning. I should be off already.
Oh yeah, all the reason why I don't want you to make sure that you guys don't accidentally kill yourself or think.
Alright, well, you guys, you and your buddies go do whatever you do. We'll do what we need to do, and I'll make sure in my report, be as transparent as possible. Okay?
All right, just don't pull any strange levers or anything, or else you're responsible.
An echo in the distance. Wrong lever, Gronk.
In the background, you hear like a Wilhelm scream. Ah! A crash on the metal floor.
And the problem is, if they fuck with this thing too much, this town's gone.
See, that's what I'm talking about. They just drunk the bunk beds on them.
Right?
Yeah, you can kind of guess. You think like probably bunk beds. Where would you guys like to go now? Was that Pat? You kind of cut out partway.
Cut off.
Oh, I mean, we're probably gonna go into the bar now.
Okay, I will say for the expediency of it, you get halfway there and meet Vutha. Coming back to you guys.
Who is on her way to the nearest authority area, police station, to look at the wanted posters.
Oh yeah, I also inform them not to mess with Despite or the horse.
Yeah, well, you relay that information. They're like,
Specifically, don't mess with Despike,
We're-
the big lizard.
we're not worried about They're like, we're not worried about the lizard. We're worried about blood stashes, tools, things like that.
I know, just informing them there's a big lizard in that has a long history of eating things and biting things.
But yeah, you encounter Vutha, and she pretty much doesn't even notice you. She's so focused on her goal.
How far outside the bar are you by the time we get there?
Like probably
I'm about half. I'm literally just booking it out of the bar, and I'm turning towards what I believe is the conglomeration of guards to ask them where the police station or sheriff's office is.
When you guys get to like the central square, just go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
As you see the rest of the party kind of showing up.
That is 18.
There is a board kind of in the town square for like general information, and you do see like a bit of a like wanted board, we'll just say,
Yeah.
and you see it for like some goblins and other things here and there. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Board.
Investigation. 10.
Find a crude drawing of what you can assume is like a salamander folk. Then there's like an outline drawn of like this hulking brute, but it doesn't have like it doesn't have details on like the size of it compared to like the other lizard.
I pull out my drawing of Mirik, and I'm gonna walk up to the nearest guard that I can see and ask, were you here during the bloodletter attack? The the slime blood attacks? And my hands are shaking.
Like, no, I was off duty when that happened last time. I was protecting my family, bunkering down.
Do you know anyone who was?
Check. No, it's about quitting time for some of the guys. They might be going to the Blood Tap bar.
Probably. I don't want to go back there. And at this point, I turn around and I would probably spot the party.
Yeah. He was heading exactly towards the Blood Tap bar.
I'm going to assume that Vutha looks distraught or looks not like Vutha normally does.
I quickly roll back up my art of my description, my artwork of Mirik and stuff in my bag, and run over to them.
Did you not make it to the bar?
I did, but there's more pressing concerns.
Is it something about bloodletters?
No. What are you guys talking about? It's the slime buds that are more important right now.
Vutha what?
They attacked this town, and I have a feeling it's connected to Mirik.
Mirik's that person you're looking for, correct?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Passive insight 18. How does Vutha look? If she's trying to hide it or not. I don't know.
Ask Vutha on that one.
Yeah.
Her eyes are darting, or essentially her pupils are dilated and her eyes are darting all around the area, and her hands are shaking.
So pretty visible.
I'm going to sigh. I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder. Don't worry. We'll help. Just calm down.
Luna's been here the whole time, just kind of hasn't done much. Don't worry. Care for each other, Vutha.
Alright. But we have to track down that lizard folk tribe.
Do you have any
I don't
idea
know why
where?
they're attacking this town, but either way, there's a good chance Mirik's their leader.
Do you have any idea where it could be?
I only have vague information. largely they attack relatively frequently to this village.
The direction they come from?
I'm trying to
not-
figure that out.
You did not, yeah. You.
Hmm. Well, I get the feeling that the guards here aren't going to be too helpful, just the higher ups, considering their leader.
You sure? Fabian was pretty helpful.
Yeah, the lower ranks are actually quite nice.
Yeah, but the upper ranks, who might have more information.
Well, like
Fabian was
specific
pretty high rank. He was
locations.
wearing a medal.
Huh?
Fabian, he's in the bar.
Who? Fabian?
Let's go ask Fabian.
Sure.
Right, so you guys make your way back to the Blood Tap Bar. Inside, you can hear Skip playing a song and singing about witches of the Whispering Wood. And people are just kind of going along with the little jaunt. There we go, that's better. That's definitely not it. I don't know why I have that one in here for some reason.
Both of them just turn around and leave.
No,
Do,
no.
do, 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 do,
That,
do, do.
yeah, no. We're okay, guys. We're switching to an old western now. Okay. Lizards in the West. So
It's the wild, wild west for these lizards.
yep. So as you guys enter, the scene before you, Avutha, is still the same. If you guys would like to, go ahead and make a perception check. You guys do see Skip. Can't miss a fucking white tabaxi and all this shit. Luna, for the sake of it, I'm gonna say goes off and kind of like sits in the front row, listening to Skip's stories and bardic tales. So everybody here except Vutha, make a perception check.
23.
20.
So, Ramiro?
Yeah, I fell asleep for a minute. I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
not your fault.
It's
my
okay, dude.
fault.
Nope. Just my suggestion is
Well, I
you
rolled a
pay-
natural one on.
My suggestion is you stay awake for this next part because you might have something here.
Go make another cup of coffee real quick.
I'm fine for now.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. There's a recording for this anyway. So, to Ramiro, you don't notice anything unless Vutha points it out. Fawn and Claire. I was gonna say Trissa for Fawn and Claire. You notice a scaly tail kind of slip behind a curtain behind the bar. And you also notice this very diminutive little man, the large beard, kind of off in the corner drinking by himself. Very short. Probably about 4'2", sense. But you also do notice a lot of the vampire patrons, especially the ones who are wearing the black and red military uniform. But at this point, the scene is now yours. It's very jovial. People are ordering drinks. And also at the same time, you see a bit of a commotion at the bar with looks to be the bartender and a very withered vampire. Kind of pleading and begging. But you guys, scene is yours. What do you like to do?
So what was the lizard tail thing?
You just caught a quick glimpse of it, like going into the back. It's kind of black and scaly. That's it.
Fawn's gonna go check that out.
Right, Claire. What about you?
She's gonna be sticking with the group, just keeping an eye out for now.
I assume Ramiro's probably gonna follow at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Luther, what would you like to do as you and Ramiro and Claire head over to the table of Fabian? Well, hey, look who's back. Are we gonna play another round of cards? Yes, let's do. Shut up, Richard. But he's gotten a little bit snippy. Your new little friend might taste the blood for you. Go suck on a swine dick, asshole. Sorry, I have to work with him. Can't believe we got assigned to the same.
Yeah. About the slime blood attack, I got a few follow-up questions.
Yeah, I'll answer what I can. Only know the rumors going around town.
Do you know anyone who saw it firsthand?
I haven't personally. I mean, we got here yesterday. Everybody was on high alert already, so he must have been... I don't know. Danog, do you know anything? I might know something. He's a big, Ramiro's big. He's a little bit bigger, and he's got, like, this fiery ginger red hair mullet going on. I might know something.
Do you want another game of cards?
I want to arm wrestle him. And he looks at Ramiro. What do you say,
Alright.
burly man?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, finally! Somebody's willing to put down with Danog. What do you say? Best of 3? Loser buys the winner a drink.
Sounds fair.
Alright, buddy, this is a test of strength. Here we go again. Brute. Karpov, he's going to break the table again. Ah! And the guy who kind of looks like the hard-ass military style of the group. Danog, if you break the table, you're paying the barkeep. Stood soldier? Yeah, I got it, boss. Alright, everybody? Go find a new table. Probably gonna be gone after this. They all kind of get up. Fabian stays by. Richard goes off, finds his own haunt bar for a refresh. Alright, 2 out of 3. Ready?
Yeah.
Roll me straight strength.
20.
So as you're kind of like straining against, like you see the arm flex, and you see like he's trying, like, and you just slam his hand down, like, damn, thought I had you again.
Yeah. Okay. 19.
Like this now, you start to see, like, you can see the claws on his hands start to, or not the claws, but the fingernails, like, grow like longer and sharper, and you see like the teeth on him like become a little more feral, and you see the hair kind of starting to stand up. And again, you just slam it on the ground, slam him down, like, damn. He kind of punches you in the shoulder. Well, one more, come on, one more, just for fun, just for fun. You won, but one more.
Sure.
I'm gonna go all out. And you start to see like his lower jaw and upper jaw kind of jut out a little bit, and like goes like almost full feral mode for a vampire. You see like some of the humans kind of back away. The other vampire patrons are like, "It's interesting." He's gonna roll with advantage, as like this is his version of rage. 3, 2. You like to rage as well, or do a straight roll?
Yeah, I was coughing, but yes, I will definitely punch myself.
All right. So you can have advantage on this. All right, what'd you get? As you
15.
describe to me, what do you like change into? Me the flair for that.
The teeth, mainly just the teeth, and probably my hands would become more nothing super overt, but you know, just enough to let him know that I also have a trick up my sleeve.
Gotcha. So you roll your total is a 15?
Yeah.
So you two, like, in these forms, you like strain against him, and you can see like his eyes have gone full red from this, and you're both straining, and like it's just about you're about to slam him, he just flares his muscles up, and just see them get like significantly bigger, and then he takes your arm and then boom right through the table and cracks it in half. Denog,
Night.
bartender, pay him. Table. And you just hear him like, yeah! Alright, I owe you a drink.
I prefer mead.
Well, you're not a vampire. But
Well, I'm not the vampire.
I am, though. Buy myself my own drink, but good. That was a good one. I haven't had a nice little brawl like that in a while. And then, as you're walking with the Nog to the bar, roll me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
That's not how barbarians do. I have advantage against things that I can see will not blind and defeated.
You're not.
Definitely.
You don't see. That's the thing. You
And
don't
I
see.
can't be surprised because I'm alert.
I know, but you don't see this coming. It's not coming from Denog. There's another reason that you don't get advantage on. With that, I would say it's actually a straight roll then.
Right.
Actually, no, wait, hold on. This wouldn't be a save. This would be contested. Now that I think about this, so it's contested. So you will still be, you'll be a straight roll, but as they get a surprise on you. Oh, sorry. Rephrase that.
It's just a roll. It's not a save, right?
It's not a save. No, it's not a save.
Gotcha.
It's you can do athletics or acrobatics. It's more of a contest.
18 with athletics.
It's because
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is the only thing
With
remaining
this.
really, really good.
yeah, I know. What did you get?
18.
Yeah, no, you beat him by 2. As what is about to transpire, as you don't notice this, but a small man, a large beard, grabs you by the leg and tries to sweep you off your feet and pull you down to his level. And as he tries to do it, you kind of like, what do you do as he tries to take you
Just
down?
gonna look down and laugh. Can I help you?
Would I have seen that coming, considering?
Like how little?
What's your passive? Like he's 4'2".
My passive perception?
Yeah, what's your passive?
23.
3? Yeah, you would have seen it.
So I had a situation of, I saw what was going on.
You saw me kick that
Right-
dude's ass? Yeah, you did.
Ready to move in, and then I realized it was Romero. So I'm moving in, but not so quickly that I'm rushing. Like, I'm moving in. Like, I'll be next to Romero in like a few seconds. Continue.
And you hear the voice from the little guy, like, "Oh, Ramiro." Wait, actually, no, that's not it. "Oh,
Put them
Ramiro."
on into you.
Hey, shut up. No. "Oh, Ramiro. Looks like my little junior's learning to stand on his own 2 feet."
Who is this?
Oh, come now.
No, I'm asking the DM.
Oh, you're gonna get that. No, you're gonna get that in game. Oh, that's hurtful. I can't remember your senior back in training, Bolton. Come now, that you wound me. I was just to call you a junior. You're bigger than me. Doesn't mean anything.
Still means you can't take me down.
I used to, but not anymore. Look at you. You're getting so big. I'm still gonna call you junior though.
You know, it's a little weird, right?
Well, in our teacher's class, I mean, I was a year ahead of you. So I'm technically your senior. What the hell you doing back here?
Taking care of some old business with some new friends.
Oh, some new friends. Oh, you got time for an old friend?
Sure.
Hey, you want me to deal with this pipsqueak? And I kind of looks down at the little guy. His features have gone back to like more the human-esque style, but he's still got that flaming red ginger hair mullet going on.
Yeah, no, he's good. We're old friends.
Yeah, you could call us that.
I thought you died.
Oh no, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And you notice he's got like on his arms when he tried to grab you, like he's got like a bunch, like of hundreds of little cuts on him, kind of like you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, let's get a drink. Let's just the two of us sit down and have a chat. Okay? Get caught up with old times, eh?
All right.
So who? And then let's go to Fawn now. Fawn, as they do the kind of arm wrestling, you get up to the bar, and then there is the bartender has like his hair pulled back into a man bun, and he's talking with this what looks to be like dried out, but that'd be not accurate. Starved vampire who's like, "Come on, Stuart, you need to just a little bit." Max, no. Ran up a tab. No more. Maggie's also done for the night. Cannot have any more from the donors. Not even that, your bar's fucking out the roof. I've been nice enough to you now. Come on. Just a little bit. Like, Maggie! Come on! Just one for Max? You see, like, this woman with curly brunette hair kind of come out. She looks white as a ghost. And she's like, "Max, I've reached my limit for tonight. I can't. I need to rest." Max, I said that's enough. You just, come on. You kind of see like this, his mouth begin to salivate Fawn. Like, yes, and like you see him, like his fangs grow like another inch, and you watch him leap over the bar at this woman.
Can I try to grab him?
Yeah, go ahead, try and grab him.
That is 18.
See what he rolls. I'm gonna say, let me look up something quick. I'm pretty sure you do got him, but I just need to double check on. Yeah, you beat him by 1. You rolled a 14. So you current like you just as Max jumps over the bar at Maggie, and she's like, "Ah!" And Stuart kind of like tries to intervene. You grab him as he's like halfway over the bar. And you can see him like, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" Just kind of raking like towards her throat.
I pull him back and break his leg.
As
Moderately concerning how casually you say that.
Yeah, as you do that, you break his leg. Stuart's like, just give me a second, I got a name. Got so many fucking character introductions. Insane. Oh yeah, here it is. Like, Stuart's like, "Bruce, get out here." And behind the cloth, you see this like twice the width that Ramiro is. This large Komodo dragon lizard folk come out from behind the curtain as you break the Max's leg. And you hear him go like in like a guttural, like animalistic sound, like yeah, and you just see this large lizard folk grab the guy by the head.
What does
Boss.
a lizard folk look like?
Like a Komodo dragon.
Okay.
Boss said. What do you want to do? Because he's got this guy in, like, his hand fits around his head, and he could crush him if you.
I kind of put my hands up and back away and ask, vampires, he's a vampire, right? And they heal decent.
Stuart's like, no, not one's like him. He's blood starved. More of a threat now than anything. He's almost gone feral.
Do the guardsmen take care of those guys?
Vutha, the one you know as Richard kinda comes up. And this is the very, like, pompous, like, elitist looking vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, like this. You give him a dose of blood. Fresher the better. As he begins to pour his almost empty cup on the ground. Like so. Let him go, big. New friend be educated. Boss. Stuart turns the and he's like, guess he's got, if he's new, he's got to learn. Yeah, listen to the ember, Bruce. So let's go to the guy's head, and you just kind of see him like kind of look around, and then just there's that flaring of the nostrils, and you see him like get down and like start lapping up the blood. They're very predictable. Starved. Go into a typically like this. As you kind of see, like, roll a perception check for me, fun. You're right next to this. Everybody else, roll with disadvantage. It's kind of crowded in here.
Is that perception?
Perception. So disadvantage for everyone else, but Fawn.
21.
With the disadvantage, it's a 9.
19. 19.
The disadvantage, goddamn. Fawn, what'd you get?
I always get advantage on perception, so it's a straight roll.
Okay. Fawn, what'd you get?
21.
You see this elegant-looking ice dagger here in his hand, like below everybody's eyesight, and Claire, you can see it through like the cracks in people, and you just kind of watch them right into Max's head.
Max was the starved one, right?
Starved one, yes. And you just start to see it crystallize over his head, and then shatter, and then his body begins to turn to ember. Or do something like that. But the filth beneath it. Vampire could have more pride. Why'd you have? He owed me money. Why'd you go and do that? Because it's a threat. All the other humans here, out in the town, file a complaint. Councilman Lascar. See, paid. Lost my thirst. Richard kind of walks out, disgusted.
How much he owe you?
He owed like 675 gold. I was generous to him. Known guys to be down on their luck, but this guy could not catch a break.
So, what was his deal? Did he just not have anything?
I mean, Max tried every now and then, but I mean, like, kind of hands you a menu of drinks. Like, one side's for vampires, one side's for normal people. When you look at the side for vampires, like, a shot is like 25 gold. Like, a full goblet, you're looking at like 150. 150. Depending on which one. And there's like, there are names too. There's like, you got like Margaret, Maggie, Sarah, Corey, Kyle, and Stan. Like, on there. And they're like different drinks in different quantities. And they're names of people. When you flip over to the other side, it's like drinks for like people who are living. I hope that kind of like tells you it's not cheap.
So, is it that they're making too many vampires, or just not enough people volunteering?
Well, depending on the town, I mean, like I've got like 6 donors in the back. Oh, and Bruce, take Maggie to the back and cook her something healthy. Got it. Maggie. See, like the big guy kind of like sway back in the back room. See the white as a ghost follow behind.
Well, it's unfortunate that I couldn't help him.
Considering the slime bloods are stealing. A lot less donors around town. They don't bother with the vampire population. And, you know, we stay the same. We'll go feral and we'll like him. What they do.
My friend mentioned the slime bloods before. Could you give me some information on them?
A bunch of like salamander lizard folk coming in, kidnapping people. Guards tend to die here and there, but I mean, it's normal vacation job.
Something that the guards or higher guys would probably want cleaned up and
I mean,
looked into.
I mean, hey, kill the slime bloods, bring the people back. I mean, sounds simple when you say it.
Well, that's one little quest we're gonna potentially. Sorry to sound a little out of townish adventure.
So at this point, to segue, Denog comes over to the bar, along with you, Ramiro, and along with Bolton as well. Well, what do you want to drink? He kind of hands you the menu.
Mead.
Word. Barkeep. Need for my strong-armed friend here. Yeah, a couple shots of whiskey too. Bolton's like, right? Guys go. Fulton pays him, and Denog pays for your drink. Maybe next time I'll beat you. Gotta work on my own.
Sorry, I was going to say something. I lost it.
That's good.
Not having a great night.
No, I hear. Oh, Ramiro, we over here. I got to talk to you about.
All right.
You guys go over to lead you over to a corner. Kind of sits down, like you take up the whole chair. He's kind of like little kid in a chair. He's only like 4'2". So when? Start with this one. What happened to you a couple days ago? Something like out of the normal.
Why did something happen to you?
Yeah. Millions of little cuts all over my body, and almost bleeding to death.
Right, started bleeding and then almost dying. Yeah.
And you met with a woman, white, red, black, red or something like that.
Oh shit, was that real?
I don't know if it was real, but I had it too. Here's the other fucked up part. Went to one of the strong houses. I found the exact same thing, except they didn't survive. They're dead. Of our brothers in rat department. Thought I could get some information out of them.
All of them?
It's like all of them.
So it wasn't just a bear thing.
The den's got like 6 to 10. They've got runners. And you don't happen to have any friends from that clan, do you?
Back in Magna, not here.
Might want to try and get a hold. Might be dead.
Well, that's concerning.
Here's the thing, I'm headed over to the main base. I haven't been able to get a hold of our teacher. We're a little concerned.
Yeah, I'm definitely concerned about that.
Like here, I want you to have this. Puts a little black onyx hummingbird down on the table. Need to send me any messages, just write a little letter, attach it to the bird's leg, it'll find me. Tell me where you need to be, try and meet you there. I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow morning early. See if anything else has happened with the wolf, tigers.
Do you have any idea what it was?
I have absolutely no idea. All we got is woman in white with the moon behind her being led by a figure in black. Got no idea what that means.
Yeah, it's not very specific.
But I'm thinking our teacher might know. Well, beyond that, it's great to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, what's it been? A good 5, 8 years or something like that?
Something like that.
You remember when we went out to Deadburg? Oh, I had a necromancer out there we're supposed to take care of. Oh, the guy had 6 heads. This necromancer was like, shit. 6 heads, 2 legs, 2 arms? That was a fucking joke.
Yeah, I think I remember you pissed yourself.
I mean, come on. You give the thing 6 heads, but you don't give it more arms or legs. I mean, the guy was just bad. Oh, come on, tell me. Come on, tell me one of the other jobs you remember. Come on. I know you remember some of them.
I'm sorry. I can barely keep my eyes open, to be honest.
That's okay. Ah. Look tuckered anyway. You had a long day. I won't bother with you anymore. To keep that little guy. All you need to do is write a little letter, tie it to his leg, and toss it up in the air, and it'll find me. But it'll get to me.
How are you gonna find us, though?
Tell me where you need me to go. I'll try and get there.
I mean, we're heading to the capital, I think.
Sounds like you don't know which way you're gonna go.
Not really sure yet.
Don't worry. This little guy will find me. Go where you need me to go once I get my bit of business taken care of. Oh.
Alright.
I'm gonna be heading out. I'm meeting with one other person here tonight. Got some information for me. So you... Fuck up, Butto. Fuck up, Junior. Remember, I've got the right to say that.
Barely. But it's been nice seeing you.
Take care. A little worried what the future has in store for us monster hunters. Don't worry though. Hard to kill us Krivni.
Yeah, I may have found someone else to help with that whole thing. I don't know, it was weird, but it's different.
You gotta make do with what we said, teacher always said. Adaptation.
Alright, use what you have.
Alright. Look like shit. Go get some rest.
You look like shit.
No, you look like shit. You forget what the razor looks like. And he's not one to talk. He's got a very unruly.
Eh. Too much work.
Yeah, that's why I don't got one. Alright. There, you big bear asshole.
I guess I will find the rest of the party.
So, for the sake of it, of the night. You guys want to do anything else for today? We have the Blood Tap Bar, we have the rest of the town to explore.
So were we able to find any information about where the slime bloods usually come from, or?
For the sake of it, I will tell you to the north
Okay.
by northeast. That's the way the raids have been coming from. But whenever they try and track them, just does not pan out.
All right.
You guys
Yeah,
like?
but we can call it for tonight, and we can pick up there.
Yep. So I would say you guys go back to the Dune Bullet, or would you guys like to try and get a room at one of the local inns?
Free room is better than paying for a hotel.
Right. Plus, secure our stuff.
Yeah.
Not to mention, new fresh blood. Some people, vampires.
Yeah, and I'd prefer a whole bunch of metal and steel between me and vampires while I sleep.
Yeah, if they can get through that, then they kind of earned it. Not gonna lie.
And a big fuck off cannon.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for you guys to what's that?
Yeah, no reason to.
Oh, let's just say with Luna and June's session, the charisma people did their job. I was just kind of trying to steer it so they could still be part of it. I just did still fairly decent. The documents stand at the DC is 13, but welcome to Dankborough. Welcome to Tania. There's a lot of characters in this town.
And just outside it, apparently.
And what percentage? And what of the NPCs? What percentage of them are assholes?
Richard, Count Dankula.
Let me rephrase that. What percentage of them are vampires? Oh.
If you want like a breakdown.
No, I don't care.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually. I thought you were actually asking a legit question.
No, I don't care. I was making the how many of them are assholes, and I was gonna do the how many of them are vampires. Oh,
I wouldn't say they're assholes. I would say that once we
They're hungry. No one's happy when they're hungry.
yeah, if we potentially save a lot of their food.
Have a blood-covered Snickers.
Blood covered stickers. Oh, that's great. I'm ending the recording on that.